And in your Consumer Corner this morning, credit scores are all like an access pass, right? When it comes to your financial life, the better the score, well, the more opportunities you have. And so how do you make sure that your credit score is in tip-top shape? Let's bring in with more on building your credit score, personal finance expert Sara Rathner. Hi, Sara. It is good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you too. Doing well, thanks.
You know, when you talk about credit scores and the importance of it, I don't know that maybe young people think about how important it is, but I think you should probably start when you're younger, right? Because it's important to build that score.
It can take time to build your score too, so that's why starting as soon as you can is a really good idea. My message to anybody who is new to building credit is that getting that good or excellent credit score can open so many doors in your life. It can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars when you borrow money and have to pay interest. It's something that can help you throughout your life.
I remember years ago, I had like a medical bill. It was like $10. It was nothing. And I forgot about it, right? I think I was like 23, 24 and ended up on my credit score. And it took me like 3 years to get that off. What are some short-term tips to raise your credit score?
Number one thing you can do is pay all of your bills on time. Make at least the minimum payments, if not more, by the due date. If you pay a bill more than 30 days late, it can knock your credit score down by around 100 points.
That is crazy that you can lower it that much by just being late on one bill. So if you want to raise your score, right, and you want to do it kind of over the long term, what are some long-term tips to raise your credit score?
So over time, try not to max out your credit card every month. Ideally, don't spend more than about 30% of your total credit limit. Even better, no more than 10% of your total credit limit. That can help your score over time. Also, if you've had a credit card open for a long time, the average age of your accounts is a factor in your credit score. You don't want to cut up an old credit card and cancel it just because you don't use it that often. Find a reason to keep it open. Maybe use it a few times a year on some small charges, pay them off in full, and otherwise keep that card in a drawer.
I got to tell you, my husband and I now, it's like a little battle, a competition. Who has a higher credit score? So we guard it. It is just such an important thing to us. And I have this one card, and I want to ask you this question, right? And it's got such a low limit anyway. I'm like, I'm just going to cancel it. I don't even use it. I should cancel it. If you've got cards that you don't use, should you cancel them or should you keep them? Will that hurt or help your credit score?
So typically, it's beneficial to keep cards open, like I said, because older lines of credit can be good for your credit score. But there are reasons to close a card too. If you're paying an annual fee on a card you just don't get value from, and there's no fee alternative to transfer your account to, it might be worth closing the card so you don't have to pay that fee anymore. But call your credit card company and find out if there's another card in their collection that you can have your account transferred to, because that allows you to keep that account open at no cost to you every year.
We have to wrap, but I don't want to leave without asking you, what would be a good credit score? What would be, is it 750, 760? What would you say would be a good credit score?
Probably high 600s and up. Oh. And there are ranges, so you don't have to aim for a perfect 850. You can still qualify for excellent loan terms and credit cards at lower rates, or lower scores. Rather.
Around that 650 mark is where you probably want to be, if not higher. All right, Sara Rathner, great information. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.